The U.S. Embassy in Beirut evacuates a number of its staff. What is happening in Lebanon? Al Jadid TV reported that the U.S. Embassy in Lebanon evacuated dozens of its employees today via Beirut International Airport as a precautionary measure in light of anticipated regional developments.
It was beautiful, but what does it do? It carries very big bombs. And it went into Iran and it totally decimated the nuclear potential. And when it decimated that, all of a sudden we had peace in the Middle East because there was a black cloud hanging over the Middle East. And if that wasn't done, that cloud would have been there. And countries like Saudi Arabia, countries like Qatar, countries like nobody could have said.
Sources described the step as preventive and linked to expectations of possible escalation in the region. According to the channel's information, the embassy may issue a statement to clarify the measure and outline any potential implications associated with it.
Always been very clear, though, with respect to Iran or any country around the world, diplomacy is always his first option, and Iran would be very wise to make a deal with President Trump and with this administration. He's talking to many people, of course, his national security team, first and foremost, and you know who the members of that team are. And this is something, obviously, the president takes seriously. He's always thinking about what's in the best interest of the United States of America, of our military, of the American people.
The Middle East is witnessing rising tensions amid anticipation of a possible U.S.-Israeli strike on Iran, with the risk that arenas such as Lebanon could be drawn into a broader conflict given Hezbollah's role and Lebanon's regional position. Since late January 2026, Washington has begun a significant military buildup in the Middle East aimed at pressuring Tehran ahead of anticipated nuclear negotiations in Geneva. However, the Pentagon acknowledges that this deployment provides President Trump with ready options to launch strikes inside Iran should the talks fail.
And we do have some work to do with Iran. They can't have a nuclear weapon. It's very simple. You can't have peace in the Middle East if they have a nuclear weapon. And they can't have a nuclear weapon. And they've been told that very strongly.
Military data, satellite imagery, and open-source tracking information, citing U.S. defense officials, revealed that the United States has reinforced its military presence around Iran over the past month by deploying dozens of aircraft to nearby bases, in addition to mobilizing around 12 warships in the Middle East or its adjacent waters. The move is interpreted as laying the groundwork for potential military options against Tehran in the coming weeks, though it does not necessarily indicate that strikes are inevitable.